Hi there, everybody. I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth with Tiny House Prepper.
You know, we get a lot of questions all the time about Thrive Life. If you've watched any of our videos, you know that we are consultants with Thrive Life. We get a lot of questions, so we thought we would do this video that would be an overview of the entire company. We'll tell you a lot more about the food. We'll tell you about the delivery program. We'll tell you about the business opportunity, which is fabulous.
How the food becomes freeze-dried, all sorts of different neat things like that. So please, if you would like to go along and join with us, there's a lot of really neat things we'd like to share with you. Here we go.
Tiny House Prepper.
Welcome to our Thrive Life presentation. Simple, clean food. I love that tagline. That is the tagline for Thrive Life Food, and it really is simple, clean food. We live in such a fast-paced world today, and it's very difficult sometimes to find the time or have a good way to be able to have good, basic, really healthy food. But in our fast-paced world, we all still need good health and good nutrition. We all try to eat healthy. This makes it so much easier because it's just the basic food. There's no additives, there's no preservatives, and it tends to be very high in nutrition. And we can still have nutritious food, but have so much less meal prep time to have to think about in our busy lives. Isn't that food beautiful? That's what it looks like. It is that tasty. We eat these all the time. They're very, very delicious. See the fresh fruit? And that's what it looks like with our freeze-dried right in the middle there. Let's talk about bananas. Here we have our tale of two bananas. You'll notice that on the bottom part of the chart that in order to be able to get bananas at a regular grocery store, they must be picked before they're ripe. Then they have to be transported, packaged, transported, put in some kind of storage, and then they're artificially ripened so that they'll be okay when they get to the grocery store. They're sent there, and then they've been through this huge process before we're able to really get them at the grocery store. We don't know how long it's really been since they were picked. One thing, usually it's 6 to 8 weeks earlier than their full ripening time. They need to be shipped green or else they're going to bruise too easily. Well, when we pick them, when they're fully naturally ripe, you get the maximum flavor and the maximum nutrition. And with Thrive Life, they're picked when they're already ripe, flash frozen within a very short time, and then freeze dried, all the moisture taken away to lock in those nutrients. So no matter when you try to eat it, it's going to be the same fresh taste right away or later on. Think about how wonderful it is in the summer when you can get fresh tomatoes, maybe out of your own tomatoes in your garden, peaches from a farmer's market. They are so wonderful because they've been picked ripe. But it's very difficult at other times of the year. You taste a tomato picked, bought at the store. Later on in the year, it's not going to have the same flavor. The peach is not going to have the same flavor. So freeze drying is becoming increasingly popular. People are beginning to be aware of it. And remember, only the moisture is removed. The nutrition has been locked in, and you're not going to have any spoilage. This Nutri-Lock promise is really an amazing thing that Thrive Life has. I love that they feel like they've got the most state-of-the-art facility in the galaxy. Let's look a little bit at what is involved in the Nutri-Lock promise on this food. I'll name a few of the things here. Select grade A products must be used. They are free of artificial colors, artificial flavors, sulfites, MSG, and hydrogenated oils. Whenever possible, the products are non-GMO. They get them gluten-free. They get them free of preservatives. I appreciate the gluten-free part a lot. These ingredients are very carefully checked and scrutinized. They have to verify the country of origin. Foods are prohibited from countries and regions that don't meet the company's strict food standards, like countries like China. They will pick suppliers who follow strict food safety plans so there's no cross-contamination of allergens and preventing any other possible contaminants. So every single ingredient is carefully inspected. The facility is carefully inspected to make sure there's no allergens, microorganisms, organic items that have gotten on the machinery prior to every single run. Everything is inspected for cleanliness. And the cans are inspected. They partner with the USDA throughout the production of any meat and egg products. So altogether there are 40 proprietary steps in the quality and production process before a product can be certified as Nutri-Lock. And that's a lot for the company to worry about, but I'm glad they do it if it means that all I've got to do is look for that Nutri-Lock seal. Look at these gorgeous blueberries. When you pick them at maximum ripeness and lock in that freshness, our blueberries have 40% more calcium than store-bought blueberries. They are picked when they are ripe, and that is what makes the difference. Peaches. Oh, love peaches. The Thrive Life peaches have 21 times more vitamin C than a typical store-bought peach. And you know, if someone gets peaches from a farmer's market, they've got to do something to either use those or process them very quickly. It's a lot of work. But when you get the Thrive Life peaches, the Thrive Life food, you can eat it now, eat it later. It's going to have the same flavor and the same nutrition. It's kind of fun to think that this wonderful fruit is just waiting on my shelf for whenever I need it. It's there ready for me. Aren't these beautiful? We eat these very regularly. There's spinach, the blueberries, and the peaches. They're not going to spoil. They don't go bad. The spinach, the kale are wonderful in smoothies. The fruit is like excellent for those kind of smoothies and put in cereal. It's always there ready. You don't have to throw food away. And you know, the most expensive food you're ever going to buy is a food that you go to the store, you buy it, bring it home, and then end up having to throw it in the trash. That is some expensive food. Now, the convenience and the savings, prep time is a very time-consuming part of preparing food. It just takes time. Also, I have arthritis in my hands, and I know if I have to chop for a long time, it gets kind of rough. And so the convenience of being able to have this food already washed, chopped, sliced, ready to go means that I'm just using more vegetables. I put more in. I don't have to clean them, chop them. I am just simply going to use more of them because I don't have to go through all the ordeal of getting them ready, and I also don't waste any of it. I don't throw away any stems or edges or hard parts. It's all ready to use. With meat, no thawing, browning, draining off the fat, which an awful lot of the money that we put into meat sometimes goes toward the weight of the fat that we're going to drain right off of there. The spoilage is such an issue for saving money with these. Do you know the average American household statistically ends up throwing away 25% of the food that they buy? Either they've made more than they can use and the leftover gets thrown away, or the food is never prepared in the first place and it gets thrown away. So you save so much on not having spoiled food. Also, you're going to have less trips to the store. How often have we needed one ingredient and we thought, I'm just going to run out and get that one ingredient, and then we come home with $80 worth of groceries. It's so hard to go to the store and just get one thing because we keep looking around and seeing things we think we could probably use. When you don't go to the store as much, you're going to have a lot less impulse buying. And so you save also less gas, just less trips to the store, because a lot of the ingredients you're going to need are always going to be on hand. So the convenience and the savings are factors in the fact that we just don't have waste and the food is conveniently ready all the time.
Now, Thrive has a complete line of groceries. It's a complete grocery store where you can buy all of the individual products in a can that are just the product that you buy, like a can of hamburger, a can of peas, a can of asparagus. And this allows you to just simply refresh those foods with water, which only takes a couple minutes, and then you're free to cook all of your own favorite recipes. But they also have another option, and it's called the meal kit, simple plate meal kits. Now, this is a great option for busy families, busy moms. Let's say you get home from work and you're exhausted, and all you want to do is just sit down and take a break for a while, and then you hear the dreaded question, Mom, what's for dinner? And you know that it takes such a large amount of creative energy to come up with something new for dinner every night, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. So that's what Simple Plate is for. Or let's say you get home from work and you have to be at church in an hour, or you have to be at a school play, or take your daughter to a piano lesson, and you don't have much time to eat, and so you're tempted to just stop at McDonald's on the way. Well, you know that fast food is just not very healthy for the whole family. So, Simple Plate to the rescue. This is a complete meal in a box for a family of 2 or a family of 4, and everything is completely ready for you. Everything is packaged in little packets, and they are all color coded and numbered, and all you have to do is just follow the directions to cook up a beautiful, wonderful meal for your family, and most of them can be cooked up in about 15 or 20 minutes. It's much healthier than fast food. You can do it at home. You don't have to come up with all the creative energy to come up with a new dinner every night, because it's right here for you. Now, obviously you're not going to use Simple Plate every night, but in those times when you don't have the time or you don't have the energy, this is a great resource. Now, there are other companies that you may have heard of that do meal meal kits. Companies like Blue Apron or Hello Fresh. But Simple Plate is far superior to those other companies, because those other companies ship to your door and they ship fresh food. Now, that means that your fresh food has been in the delivery system for a while before it even gets to your door, and they try to make it last by packing it with a bunch of ice packs and things like that, but it's not always fresh by the time you get it. And then when you do get it, because it's fresh food, usually you have to use it in a couple of days or it's going to go bad. Well, Simple Plate just simply doesn't go bad because it's freeze-dried food. It has a shelf life of a year, and so it can just sit there on your shelf, and then you can grab it when you're ready and you're good to go. Now, these other companies also, they have a large amount of packaging. It'll come in a larger box, and it'll have 3 or 4 or 5 ice packs in there, and you have to figure out how in the world to get rid of all of this stuff all the time. It's a real pain in the neck. Simple Plate comes in a small, thin cardboard box, kind of like a box of cereal, and when you're finished with it, it's very easy to just recycle. So Simple Plate is a great option for busy moms who don't know what else to do in the evening, and you can just whip up a wonderful meal in 15 to 20 minutes. Now, Thrive also has what they call chef packs, and these are a great way to get started, especially for someone who's never used Thrive before and they don't really know how to do it or what to do with it. They have 3 different chef packs. Each one revolves around one specific theme. They have Southwest chicken, they have ground beef, and they have pulled pork. Now, each one comes with 9 different pantry cans and 1 spice can, and each one comes with 6 or 7 recipes, depending on what you get. 6 or 7 recipes that show you specifically how to use the food that comes in the pack. And this is a great way, like I said, to get started. It's kind of like taking a tour of Thrive foods, and if you get all 3 of them, one each month for 3 months, by the time you're finished, you'll have a pretty good idea of what Thrive is all about and what is available and how to use them. And then there's the delivery service. This is actually the smartest way and the lowest cost way to buy Thrive food. You see, with the delivery service, there are specials every month. These are flash sales that come up, and they're usually only a day or two, and they have really great discounted prices on those specials. There are also discounted items every single month, and they have anywhere from 3 or 4 or 5 different discounted items, and these are generally discounted anywhere from 20 to 30%. These are great deals on some of these discounts every month. And then probably one of the greatest benefits is the free shipping. Any order that is placed in the delivery service that's over $100 will get free shipping. How great is that? Now, the shipping is free for all of the continental US and for all of Canada. And then if you live in Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, then you get 50% off of all of your shipping. It's a great deal. All you have to do to become a preferred customer on my deliveries is to commit to placing 3 orders in the next 90 days, and then you can join for free. That's all there is to it. What a great deal.
One of the things that I have really appreciated, Bill and I both have, is that when we started wanting to use the Thrive Life foods, we found that we really didn't have to come up with a bunch of extra money to be able to get started. It food is just something all of us are going to spend money on. That's just a fact of life. We all need to be able to get the food that we need. And so instead of feeling like that I had to set aside, somehow come up with some extra money, I just reallocated my spending for food. I did some of my shopping through Thrive Life, especially through the delivery program. You don't have, if you spend at least $100 a month, you don't even have to pay for shipping. It just comes to the door. And so, if a family, for instance, spends like $600 a month on food, if they decide then to maybe get $200 worth of the things that they just learned to love from Thrive, you're going to find favorites, things that you love to have around, or you're just so glad to not deal with raw meat anymore, or you love this fruit for your smoothies, the veggies for your smoothies. You can just take part of your grocery money and be able to get that food from Thrive Life. And then the rest of the groceries that you need, you use your other part of your budget for it. So it just becomes a matter of reallocating money that we really have to spend for food anyway. And it can seem a little more expensive at first, but you're buying in larger amounts that are going to last longer. And like I said, there's no waste, and that makes a huge difference. So this is something I think has been a really good thing to understand, is that we're spending money we're going to spend anyway.
Now, becoming a preferred customer on the delivery program is really very easy. And as you go through the process to sign up, you will see you have 3 different options here. Option number 1 is actually the one that most people choose, and in this option you will get 3 simple plates. The first month you'll get 3 simple plate meals, you'll get one of the chef packs, and you'll get 8 snackies. Now, snackies are neat. They're little pouches that are full of food, and you just rip them open and then, well, you snack on them. And it's a great way to try some of the food that you haven't tried before, and it's great just to take snackies along with you, stick them in your purse or in your car, and you'll always have something to snack on. So if you go with option 1, then it's basically a 3-month program, and each month for 3 months you'll get 3 different simple plates. You'll get one of the different chef packs each month, and then 8 different snackies each month, so that you'll have a pretty good idea. It's like a complete tour of everything that, well, not everything, but a good sampling of what Thrive has, and you'll know how to use it and how to cook with it, and you'll know what it's all about. That's $199 a month, and notice that if you do this option, the first month is $179, so that means you save $20 on the first month. Now, if you're interested in that but you don't want to spend quite that much money, then you can go with option number 2, which still gives you the simple plate meals and a chef pack each month for 3 months, and that's $160 a month. And notice that on the first month it's only $145, so you'll save $15 on your first month on option 2. Now, option number 3, if you have any kind of special dietary needs or anything, like if you need to be gluten-free, or if you want to go vegetarian or vegan, then you can go with option number 3, and you can completely customize your order. You just go through the website and you choose all the products that you want and you put them in your order, and as long as you order over $100, then you're going to get free shipping on that. Now, you don't have to order $100. You can order less if you want, and you would still be eligible for all the sales and things, but you would not get the free shipping unless you go with $100. So it's real easy to start. You just pick your option, and then you pick your date, and you can go either weekly or every other week or monthly. And then if you make sure that your order is over $100, then you're going to get the free shipping. Now there's another thing that Thrive does, and we call it a tasting. And if you want to host a tasting, you can invite people over to your home, and a consultant will come in and do a little presentation and cook a meal and allow all of your guests to taste the food, and then the host gets free and half off product for the amount of sales that they have during the party. This is a great way for someone to earn some free and half off food. Unfortunately, because of the way we do business on YouTube, it's not really possible for us to offer you a tasting, because most of you live hundreds or thousands of miles away from us, so there's really no way that we can do that. And I'm very sorry to tell you that. But if you become a consultant, then there are many ways to market, but most people market by doing tastings. So you would be able to go into someone else's home and do a presentation and cook for them and let them taste the food. It's really a lot of fun, and this is the way, like I said, that most people build their business. Now they're also going to be coming out with a program soon. It's not in place yet, but it will be a customer referral program. And in this program, if you as a customer refer another customer who purchases some food, then you can basically earn the host benefits on that order, and you could earn free food for referring someone else. Like I said, that's not in place yet. They've been talking about it, they're working on it, and I'm expecting that it should be in place sometime within the next few months, or maybe mid or late summer 2018. As soon as that happens, I will put a video on our YouTube channel here to let you know, so that you can take advantage of that. Now the best way to take advantage of Thrive's wonderful food is to become a consultant. This is a great thing. This is a real business, and you can earn real money. You can earn anywhere from a couple $100s up to a couple $1,000s, or you can even completely replace your day job income, which is what Elizabeth and I have done. I used to drive a truck. I drove a truck for 8 years, and hallelujah, I was home every night, but I worked 60 to 70 hours a week, and we got to the point where our Thrive income exceeded my truck driving income, and 2 months ago I was able to quit driving, and now I'm home working Thrive full time, and I'm so happy to be here. Another benefit of becoming a consultant is that you can earn free food. As I mentioned when I was talking about the tasting party, that the host can earn free food. Well, you as a consultant can host your own party, so that you will earn not only the commissions from the sales, but you will also earn the host benefits, the free food. And Elizabeth and I use this all the time. In fact, we use Thrive in probably 60 to 70% of our cooking on a daily basis, and Thrive is paying for virtually all of that because of this great benefit of becoming a consultant. Now, many of you sometimes might think, this is a pyramid scheme. I want nothing to do with a pyramid scheme. Now, let me just address that for a second. You see, first of all, pyramid schemes are strictly illegal. This is not a pyramid scheme. What is a pyramid scheme? It's an exchange of money without an exchange of product, like a chain letter. We have a wonderful product that we sell, so it's not a chain, it's not an illegal pyramid scheme. Think of it this way: if you go into a store and there is a salesman in there to help you, the store owner hired that salesman, and sometimes that salesman is on commission, and the salesman has been trained by the store owner to help you with all of the products in the store. And once they make a sale, once you purchase something, the salesman makes that commission, and then of course the store owner also benefits from that sale. Well, it's the same way with Thrive Life and with any multi-level marketing company. If you sponsor someone, basically you're hiring a salesman underneath of you, you're training him, and when he sells something, then he gets a commission on it, and then you get an override on it, just like the store owner does. So it's really the same thing, it just doesn't have walls around it. Now there are two different basic kinds of products that are generally sold by multi-level marketing companies. One of them is widgets, and these are things that basically is a one-time sale and does not have any kind of residual income. Things like candle warmers, plasticware, kitchen gadgets, you know what I'm talking about, that sort of thing. You go to a home party and the people that were there would buy some stuff, but then they don't ever buy again because they've already purchased it and they don't need another one. Now, the widgets market in multi-level is a $2 billion industry, which is pretty big. But then we also have the consumables. The consumables is really a better place to be because these are things that people will come back and purchase month after month after month. Lotions, potions, pills, diet plans, that sort of thing. And the consumables is much, much larger than the widgets as far as the size of the market. And Thrive fits very nicely into the consumables, but Thrive blows everybody else out of the water because you see Thrive selling food is a $4 trillion industry. $4 trillion, that's huge. The other multi-level companies all sell to some sort of a niche market. They only sell to women who wear jewelry, or they only sell to people who are interested in losing weight, or they only sell to women who use makeup. And not all women use makeup, so it's a niche market that they all sell to. Well, Thrive Life also, we have a niche that we sell to, and people ask me, what's your target market? Well, we have a niche. We only sell to people who eat. And everybody eats. So this market is just absolutely huge. The health and wellness market that I mentioned earlier is a $2 billion industry and growing, but you can't even compare that with the $4 trillion industry, food industry, that Thrive Life is involved in. Is that exciting or what? There are people everywhere who need this product. Now, there was a marketing research company called Ogilvy, and they came in and they did some research on Thrive Life and on our market, and they were absolutely thrilled at what they discovered. You see, they discovered that in all of North America there were 51 million households who were ready right now to buy our product. 51 million households. There are 528 million people in North America, and they are all ready to purchase our product. Now, many of them, most of them, don't even really know what our product is. They've never heard of Thrive Life, and they've never heard of eating freeze-dried food on a daily basis. So this is our opportunity, because it's up to us to let them know about it. And since it's mostly unknown, it's an amazing, amazing opportunity, and it's a ground floor opportunity. Thrive Life has been around for a few years, so it's well established, but it's still a relatively new company. And so it's a true ground floor opportunity, not only in the company, but in this $4 trillion industry. Now, it's easy to become a consultant. We have 3 separate consultant starter kits that you can purchase. By the way, these are also available in gluten-free options. And then we also have one option for a vegetarian starter kit that is a $135 kit. Now, the social seller kit is for people who want to just sell socially. By that I mean that they only want to sell to close friends and neighbors and family and that sort of thing, and maybe earn a few $100s a month. And so the social seller kit gives you some food and some marketing materials and everything you need to be able to start doing that. Now, the business builder kit, which is our most popular one for $265, is much larger. It has a lot more food in it, it has more marketing materials in it, and it has everything in it that you would need to actually launch a large business, and to be able to do several of your first tasting parties to get your business launched. And the Business Builder Plus is the same thing as the Business Builder. It's identical kit, except that it also includes one of our really neat storage racks. This is a storage rack that is a food rotation rack. It stores an awful lot of Thrive food, and it automatically rotates your food for you, which is a really cool thing. So, are you in? Are you ready to become a consultant? First thing you need to do is just simply go in and sign up as a consultant and buy your starter kit. Choose the one that you want, and it'll be delivered to your door, and you're ready to go. And then start your delivery plan. Set it up so that you get your deliveries right directly to your door every month. And when you have your deliveries of over $100, then you're going to get free shipping, or half price shipping if you live in Alaska or Puerto Rico. And then number 3 is called the double dip, and this is a program that allows you to actually get a little bit of free product based on your starter kit purchase when you made that. Now let me talk a little bit about the commissions. I'm sure you're interested in that. When you sign someone up as a delivery customer, when they place their first order, you can earn anywhere from 20 to 64% on that order. 64%, that is huge. Now that the percentage is based on how many new delivery customers you as a consultant sign up during that month. The more you sign, the higher the commission. And then after that first month, you will earn 5% on the purchase that they make on their delivery every single month after that. Now this is really powerful. This is magic, because this is where the true residual income comes in. You see, I have many delivery customers, and if you're one of them, God bless you, I appreciate you, but I am now earning money, 5%, on orders that are being placed today based on work that I did 2, 3, 4 years ago when I signed up delivery customers, and they're still sticking with me. That's powerful. That's true residual income. Now, you also will earn 10% commission on any order that's placed that is a one-time order and not part of the delivery program. Also, when you sign someone else up as a consultant and they purchase a consultant starter kit, you'll earn 20 to 64% on that, once again based on how many consultants you sign up that month. And then this is a multi-level business, so you will earn 1 to 2% on the sales of all of the people in your downline that you sponsor, 3 levels deep. So what kind of money can you make here? It's possible to build a very large business. We have earnings of people that are making 6 figures, and many people who have replaced their day job and been able to quit like their day job, like Elizabeth and I have done. And it's very possible, if you desire, to take this business as far as you want to go. Or if you want to just build a small business and sell it socially and sell it to a few friends and have a couple of extra $100 coming in, you can do that. The point is, you can go as far as you want to go. You can set your goals, and you can reach those goals to have a small part-time business or to have a full-time income from this business. What a great business.
And now, last but not least, one of the incredible benefits is the fantasy getaway contest that Thrive Life does every year. It's an all-expense paid trip for 2 to wonderful destinations. The thing that's wonderful with this also is that it's not like, well, we're going to pick the 10 best people in the company. No, anyone can earn the chance to go on this incredible vacation. Last year we had the chance to go to Aruba, and I've never gotten to do something like that before, and it was so beautiful there. And Thrive Life paid for everything, from the closest airport flight all the way down and back. They covered all of the expenses, and it was a wonderful trip. One thing that's really great about it is that in order to earn this trip, you know what you have to do? You have to do things that build your business. And so that ends up being a win-win all the way around. You are building your business, and you're also getting a chance to go to a wonderful destination. And now look at this. This is the one coming up for this year. In January, the Fantasy Vacation Getaway is going to be in a beautiful resort in Panama. We are so excited about this, and I know that anyone could have the opportunity to earn this by just simply going through the steps that build their own business. We would love to be able to see any of you join us down in Panama when we get a chance to go next January. It's a wonderful thing that Thrive Life does, and it sure has been something I never thought I'd ever get to experience, to be able to go to places like Aruba and to Panama, and who knows where else as the years go by. Another thing I want to really mention is the convention. This is every summer, usually about midsummer, and it's in Utah, and it is a wonderful chance to really get to see the facility, to see where all of this happens, to meet leadership, to meet all sorts of other Thrive Life people. Now, this is for consultants, this is for customers, this is for someone that's curious about the food, someone that's curious about the business. It is a really great opportunity to see what a solid company this really is. I know for myself, it was really good for me to see their facility is just so state-of-the-art and so well done, and to get to see how solid the leadership are and get to meet them and know where they're taking this company. It gave me such increased confidence in being able to tell people that this is something worth checking into, because I really see who's running it and what a good job they're doing. It is a great chance to feel like you're part of the whole Thrive Life family, and to get to know a lot of really wonderful people that are consultants for Thrive Life, leadership in Thrive Life. And I'll tell you what, the leadership not only are just solid people that are making great decisions and I think are taking this company in a good direction, but they're nuts. I mean, it is so much fun at this convention. I was blown away. We laughed so hard. It's so much fun. And so it's worth looking into. We'd be glad to help you get more information. Just check with us, get you tickets, but it's worth checking into. And I think it could transform your business. I really do. It has been a big, huge boost for us. So hope to get to meet you and see you there.
All right, so that's basically it. That's an overview of the Thrive Life business. And we talked a lot about the food and the freeze drying process and the business opportunity.
Yep.
So if you're interested, if you have any questions about just how to become a customer or how to become a consultant, anything like that, you can certainly contact us. We'd be happy to talk to you about it. You can go to our Thrive Life website, and I'll put a link in the description below this video. And on the website, if you want, you can just go ahead and make a purchase, or you can just sign up as a consultant right there. Just go to the link that says join my team and you can become a consultant. Just follow the process on the website. Or like I said, if you have any questions, give me an email, give me a phone call. I'd be happy to talk to you.
We have been really glad to share this with you today. And see, look, I put my plumeria in. I got that in Aruba.
Every time you put that on, it matches your top there too.
Yes.
And every time you put that on, it makes you look islandy and festive.
I'm feeling islandy and festive.
Doesn't she look festive?
We love you guys and glad to share all this with you. It's been a real blessing in our life, and the food and the business. So
yeah. So we would love to have you join us in the business. We would love to see you at the Thrive Life convention. You don't have to be a consultant. It's open to anyone. If you're just curious about what it is, come see us.
We can help get tickets.
Yep. Or we would love to see you in Panama with us this winter. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, you can get your own flower to wear in your hair. Well, the ladies, anyway. I don't know if the men want to look that festive.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. I know this has been a little longer video, but I hope you found it interesting. So,
yep.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Be blessed.
Be blessed.
Food is amazing. Think about it. Traditions, memories, so much happiness. But food can also bring a lot of stress. Thrive Life wants to take away the stress by delivering simple, clean food right to your door. How would that help, you ask? Well, we've done some research. Approximately 1 in 42 trillion people actually like to wash, peel, and chop fruits and veggies. And approximately 1 in 56 bajillion people enjoy throwing out rotten produce.
Ew.
Our research found that a lot of the stress comes from planning meals. Although 43% of the population claims to pre-plan their meals, we found that less than 1% actually do. So, we had an idea. Let's help people not stress out about food. Enter Thrive Life. Ingredients that are pre-washed, pre-cut, and freeze-dried to lock in all those nutrients and delicious flavors, and they won't spoil in days or even weeks after buying them. Ingredients that aren't loaded with additives, preservatives, or GMOs. And for those nights that you just don't have anything planned or frankly don't like the plans you did have, there's Simple Plate. It's a meal kit that's better than any meal kit you've experienced. According to our research, it's planned, prepped, and pre-portioned deliciousness. And it doesn't have to be made tonight. It's ready when you are. How do we do all that? It's basically magic! We start with the best produce picked at the peak of perfection. Then we freeze-dry it in the most state-of-the-art facility in the galaxy. We lock in the taste and nutrients so our produce is as fresh as the farmer's market, which makes it perfect for snacking, by the way. Want to try it out? Simply set up a delivery service account and start shopping. Schedule at least 3 deliveries in the next 90 days, and you'll become a preferred customer for free. You get all kinds of perks like free shipping. So why would you want simple, clean food delivered to your door? I think the research says it all. Enjoy simple, clean food that's ready when you are. And make sure the only thing getting spoiled here is you. Try Thrive Life tonight.